Our first honoree, Alan A.P. Powell, served in the U.S. Army during the Gulf War. His outstanding service earned him the Army Service Ribbon and a National Defense Service Medal.
Alan's mission to help others, it has really carried over into his civilian life as the founder of the Checkered Flag Run Foundation. This nonprofit, it gives veterans educational tools and support to help them get across the finish line.
Went to college, played basketball, and then in my senior year in college, my father died, and I actually said, what can I do? When I went home for the summer, I ended up saying, well, I want to do something different, so I ended up joining up to go serve my country. Served in Desert Storm almost for probably about 7 months, 8 months, deployed for 7, 8 months. My job in the Army is to take ammunition all the way to the front line to support the 1st and 12th Cav Armory Division. The biggest thing for me was going somewhere that I'd never been before. I'd never been that far in my life. I'm a country boy from Louisville, Kentucky. I had never been out the country. That was my first time going out the country, especially under those circumstances. My mom was an educator, and I grew up in the inner city. Grew up in a single parent household with my mom and my sister. And I just knew, being from the neighborhood, you always wanted to give back if you made it out of the neighborhood. So I always was instilled by my parents, if I ever made it, make sure you help the next person because they might not be as fortunate as you. So that's kind of where it came from. So my mom had me volunteered as a young kid doing stuff at the church and different stuff. So I just kind of grew into it. So when I actually got my break, I said I wanted to give back. The mission of the Checkered Flag Run Foundation is to ensure every veteran and student gets to cross the finish line. So mainly for us is, we wanted to make sure that we serve the inner city students, K through 8, and also serve the veterans in the community. We kind of specialize in the South Phoenix area, the Roosevelt area, because the post that I'm a member of is Post 65, which is named after Cody Williams' father, and also Chief Jerry Williams' father-in-law. And that post is pretty much the heartbeat of the African American community in South Phoenix. We have a backpack program called Phoenix Tools to School. This will be our 6th year doing it. We served in the past about anywhere from 7,500 to 10,000. This year we're expecting anywhere from 10,000 to 15,000. It's been breathtaking for me, actually being able to say I'm a part of something like this. Our board is just phenomenal, the Checkered Flag Run board. I can't take credit for all this stuff, because I'm just part of it, but it just feels good to that I was a visionary that wanted to start this. When you serve your country, you serve in war, you actually go to serve a mission, and a lot of times I signed up for that and they really didn't understand what it was like till they got there, but then you have to cope with it and get adjusted to it. And I think once they get settled in, they understand it, but when they come back, they want to feel like they're appreciated. So I think the main thing is find people that appreciate your service, find people that want to help you, and find people that want to point you in the right direction.
And we are so honored to welcome Alan A.P. Powell to Sonoran Living. First, thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.
You have a heart of gold. I know you hear that all the time. I see you at so many events. Congratulations to you for doing so much in our community. I know that's very important to you. Talk about the next step for you, which is the Veterans Reach to Teach program. Tell us a little bit more about that. How many students are you helping each year?
Veterans Reach to Teach, we've actually coordinated in a relationship with the inner city schools in South Phoenix to actually take teachers who take people who exit the military. They want to be classroom teachers, and actually kind of vetting them and actually putting them in the classrooms, because we think veterans have a compelling story, and we think especially with civics being taken out of a lot of the schools, so people can have a little more patriotism.
How cool is that to have a veteran teacher, right?
Yes.
And you help the whole family, because of course this is sometimes putting veterans to work, and you kind of align them with schools that can appreciate the gift that they have.
True. I think one of the great things about it is last year we actually worked with the Salvation Army Kroc Center, and we actually went into the community and into the schools, and we actually gave all the teachers at all the inner city schools, we gave them toys to give to their students for the summer.
Oh, that's wonderful. Your HeroZona program, which is another prong really from your foundation, you guys have a week-long event where you align veterans with careers and resources. It's gotten national attention. Congratulations.
Yes.
Tell us
so
a little
much.
bit about the program. When's the next one?
Well, actually, it's coming up November 13th through the 16th. We have some other things that'll be ancillary we're partnering with. We're working with the Veterans Day Parade. We're also working with NASCAR, ASU, and some other people who want to help promote the event. But I think this is great for our state and for our city, and I also want to thank our governor for stepping up to support this. Senator John McCain actually was one of the advocates to help us with this, and also Mayor Stanton. So we actually want to bring in approximately probably 500 to 600 companies that want to work with veteran-owned companies and give them opportunity to do some procurement and to do some deals.
I know there's a lot of veteran-owned companies in the Valley. I don't think people know. What's the number you were sharing?
1,000.
1,000 veteran-owned companies, and your job, I know this, you take great pride in making sure we know about these companies.
Right. Yeah. There's 1,000 companies, and there's also 640,000 veterans in the state. So it wasn't my idea. It was Colonel Wanda Wright, who's the head of Veteran Services in the state of Arizona. She actually said, let's promote entrepreneurship because the veteran employment is at about 2.9 now. So we want to put more emphasis on supporting veterans to get them more opportunity. So we're working with organizations like VetFran, who's a subsidiary of International Franchise Association. So we're going to bring them in to offer about 600 opportunities for veterans.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And Sanderson Ford and ABC 15 would like to present you, Alan, with a $500 gift certificate to put back into good use in our community. Thank you so much for your service.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for all that you do. We appreciate you, and we appreciate Sanderson. Well, AP, he just returned, I was just telling you, from Washington, D.C., where he met with congressional and Senate leaders there to talk about his second annual HeroZona HeroPreneur event. And they were talking strategies and support. And the organization is really, really thriving. So he appreciates that national attention.
Well, we appreciate him because there is a lot of work to be done, right?